can they get help paying for it?
There's a state of emergency in effect right now in Dane County. This morning we wanted to talk to County Executive Joe Parisi about it. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning.
So, I mean, we're looking at some of this video, and it's just striking images. You had an opportunity to kind of be out in the western part of the county over the last 24, 48 hours. What are the images that kind of stick with you, that stand out?
Well, it's kind of surreal. It's the kind of thing that you usually see in the news happening somewhere else. You know, yesterday I was out in Cross Plains, for example, and you can look over and see a railroad track with nothing under it anymore. We have washed out roads. We have washed out a major bicycle path is washed out. And so it's really something that came upon us quickly. We knew it was going to rain, but who knew there'd be 15 inches in western Dane County. So it's quite shocking.
So this state of emergency, Ms. Parisi, what does this actually mean for you and for the county? And then what does it mean for people who are dealing with some of the images we're seeing right now?
Well, what we want people to do now, if you're a private homeowner and you have damage, give a call to 211. They'll help you with the documentation process, take you through the process, what you need to do. If you're a business, we want folks to call their municipality. By declaring the state of emergency, that starts to set the stage for us to be able to receive help from the federal government. It'll be a long process afterwards. You know, obviously there's a triage that occurs. We have a literal state of emergency. We opened up the Dane County Emergency Management Center a couple of nights ago and coordinated efforts. You know, there's the triage, the emergency, get people rescued, get them to a safe place. But we also have to start thinking about the long run and helping people get the help that they're going to need to recover from this.
You talked about the long process, at least in getting that federal disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, we have state highways closed. What's the process for getting those back open now?
Yeah, well, we'll have to look. The governor's going to be out today touring. We're meeting with emergency management from the state also, and we'll have to coordinate efforts between the county, the state, and the local governments after we assess the damage, because some of those roadways that still have water over them, we don't know the extent of that damage. So there will be an ongoing assessment process. Then we'll have to triage and look for funding that's available.
So if I can just interject real quick, so some of these highways still have water on them? So you haven't even been able to explore yet how damaged they are?
There are certain places, there are certain intersections, even within Dane County, or excuse me, even within the city of Madison, there are certain intersections that have water over them.
What's your next steps? I mean, what are you most concerned about immediately right now this morning?
Yeah, well, immediately, you know, we look to Belleville, we look to Mazamani. We want to make sure that the people who have been forced out of their homes are safe, that they're getting what they need, and that they can be back in their home. But again, on a parallel track, we want to make sure that we're setting people up to get whatever aid may be available in the future to help them rebuild.
That's an amazing video. I mean, thank you for what you do. As you just heard the county executive mention, if your home is damaged from the flooding, you can call 211 for flood assistance from the United Way. They'll help with all of the paperwork. If you're a business owner, you need to make sure you call your local government in the county so they can then document those losses for any possible disaster assistance application. County Executive Joe Parisi, good to see you on